Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about the Super Smash Bros. Community and not much about characters like Terry Bogard and what's coming up next. I'll do more videos like that later, but today I want to talk about something that's kind of been bugging me personally, and I feel like it's not healthy for the community. Well, that's not entirely true actually, because it does have to do with characters, but not in the way of upcoming characters. We're going to be talking about existing characters and their impact on the competitive Smash community. In Smash Ultimate, there is a ton of characters. Many of you know this already, but that's what makes it really hard in the competitive scene, because there's so many characters, there's so much unexplored territory, and some people just aren't even really giving other characters a chance to shine. And when a character really starts doing good, and all of a sudden they're now broken, I can't tell you how many tournaments I've watched where a random character, say like Game & Watch, wasn't really considered to be that amazing, but it's probably underrated, gets like top 8 or something. In recent memory, this actually happened in a tournament called the Big House 9, where a player named Meister plays Game & Watch, and he does extremely well, and he actually gets 3rd place, I believe, with Game & Watch, and he had so many new things to do with the character that I've never seen done before, and it was really interesting watching that. But because it was new and he was beating everyone, all of a sudden Game & Watch is now broken, and we have people complaining in the chat, and we have people complaining on Twitter about Game & Watch. And it's a similar situation with Joker. Joker is indeed a very strong character and can be a contender arguably to be the best character in the game. Personally think it's Peach still, but that's just my own opinion. Joker is not a very well represented character. He's really carried and represented by MKLeo for the most part. There's about 3 or 4 other notable players, but they don't ever make it as far as MKLeo, or they're not as consistent as him, because MKLeo is just really good and Joker is good, but he's not represented to the point where I feel like he's broken. It's not like Bayonetta, where any random person can probably pick up Bayonetta, learn a couple ladder combos, and that could be it, and they could win tournaments like that. And then we have the hero, probably the most unique character when it comes to people wanting him to be banned or something, because of his RNG. And I feel like there is some valid arguments on banning him. There's also reasons why you shouldn't ban him. And I just feel like people are gonna whine and complain till they try to get what they want. But when we do have characters like Bayonetta and Smash 4, that is deserving of a ban, because the game is pretty much dominated by that one character, or that one character can just beat every character and destroy the meta, then yeah, it's okay to ask for a ban. But it was a little too late for Smash 4. And the effects of this for crying and complaining for nerfs and bans can lead to characters like Pichu getting utterly destroyed, or Olimar where they messed up his shield, where he doesn't even protect himself in certain instances because his hurt box is bigger than his shield. I feel like all of this crying and complaining just causes unnecessary changes to the game. Now there are some necessary changes. For example, they needed to fix like certain moves, like Wolf's down smash. It killed at 40 for a lot of characters. Now I really liked playing Wolf. They kind of destroyed him too a little bit in my opinion. He's still good, but I don't like what they did personally. But they did need to change that move, because I do think it was a little too overbearing, and something like that is okay. But I think just crying and complaining to get a character nerfed so you don't have to learn how to fight them anymore is just really pathetic in my opinion. If you don't know how to learn the matchup or defeat this character, and when everyone knows for a fact they're not broken, they're not dominating the meta, they're not overbearing, I feel like it's just stupid to try to nerf your situations away and nerf your problems away, because that's not how life is. That's not how the game should be either. You know, not a bad thing to want certain nerfs for characters if it is a little too much, or if some things don't work properly. For example, say like Sonic's up air, that's not a nerf, but that needs a buff. Just moves that don't work right need to be changed, or moves that shouldn't work the way they are, you can ask for that to be changed. I just feel like this nerf/ban culture is just really unproductive for a fighting game community, especially because this is a game about learning matchups and improving your tech skill, improving your knowledge, improving your neutral, but instead people just don't want to do the thing, and instead want things to get nerfed so they don't have to improve. Rather focusing on nerfing characters so much every time they start to do good in the tournament, even if it's their first time you're seeing them in top 8, somehow somebody wants them nerfed already. But let's say this: how about we buff the characters that aren't good or that need some buffs, that need to be better? I feel like that would be more productive and would shake up the meta more than nerfing characters, because bringing a character down to your level is not going to necessarily make anything that different. Reasoning for that is because you're just going to move the food chain around. For example, say Ivysaur or Pokemon Trainer is the best in the game, they get nerfed, and right below them is Lucario. So now Lucario takes the spot of Pokemon Trainer. Now we're in the same exact position that we just tried to nerf away. So now Lucario is dominating the game because now he is the best in the game. It doesn't solve the problem of trying to make other characters better by nerfing other characters. And honestly, I feel like this nerf culture when it comes to banning / nerfing characters just needs to stop. So as Ultimate gets bigger, more and more people will come into the scene and will see this nerf culture and join in on it and probably think it's something that they should do because everyone else is kind of like that. And Ultimate's just really getting bigger and bigger. The Big House 9 reached so many viewers for Smash. I mean, Melee had the highest viewer peak count at like 90 something thousand, but still Ultimate in general was the biggest game at EVO 2019. So this game is just getting big, and it's getting even bigger as more characters come in, and this is the biggest Smash game to date in terms of sales. So this kind of sucks, I feel like, for new people to come in and probably just join in on this thinking it's something that everyone just does. And I feel like it needs to stop. Going to conclude my ranting for today, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the like button, and I'll be uploading more, probably like once or twice a week now, I think is what I'm aiming for. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.